Welcome to another day in the Matrix, and that's right, it's happening. We're literally moments away from the next phase in this bull run. Alt season is confirmed, and XRP is leading the way. And if you've been following along here at Waters Above, you were prepared for this moment. Since back in October and everything that I released that month, I was saying that this phase 5 in the XRP chart is about to be completed. And I even measured the amount of days this phase took to be completed back in 2017 before XRP went absolutely parabolic. And this time around in 2024, we even broke out in the same time frame as we did back in 2017 within a 1 week difference. It doesn't get much more accurate than that. So again, we've all heard this saying, it's about time in the market, not timing the market. But here at Waters Above, I've given you the tools to do just that. We're timing the market here. And the reason why that's necessary here in crypto is because when it comes to crypto investing specifically, it's all about timing this market. This asset class is unforgiving, it shows no mercy, but that's exactly why we're looking at the markets the way we do around here, as conscious, self-reliant investors. And now with XRP up almost 400% in just the past 30 days, you can see there's definitely a method to my madness here. And I want you to know, this party is just getting started. So let's get into today's video and focus on these charts, see what they're telling us so that we can be prepared for the next phase in this bull run. And if you're new here at Waters Above, we're empowering you to unlock your infinite potential with esoteric investing by combining Gematria, Numerology, and Astrology with technical analysis to understand these markets and become a more profitable investor. Now let's start with this XRP chart here. You'll see some blue dots and some white dots on the screen. The white dots are for the full moon and the blue dots are for the new moon. And we just had our new moon through this past weekend from November 30th into December 1st. And as you can see, since that new moon, we've had XRP seemingly stall out along with Bitcoin. So considering I spoke about a bullish move up into specifically the December new moon for over 3 months now, from videos going back to even further than that, and also covering this thoroughly in my Black Moon Decoded, which was the recent full-length decode presentation I released on November 1st before the election, where I picked Trump to win based on that decode. And for my recent decodes that I built off of that Black Moon Decoded, I've included another key piece of information to consider for my thesis for this December. And it had everything to do with the number 49. And as I record this video, we're in the 49th week of this year, now that we've moved into December 2nd. So just to give a quick recap, the reason the number 49 is significant for this year, especially with the United States and anything based in the country, which, as some of you might already be aware, the company Ripple is based in the US. This number 49 ties back to several things going on this year, as well as mirror events in the year 2020, the year of the C-19 crash, crisis, lockdown, and you all know what that experience was. But it was also the last election year, which also involved Trump, and the Super Bowl that happened that year was the same exact teams that played this year. It was the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And the 49ers lost that year. And they also lost this year in their rematch. And who's from the San Francisco Bay Area? Well, Kamala Harris is. She's from Oakland, California. And her name, Kamala Harris, in Gematria, gives you 49 by the code. And she's become the 49th vice president of the USA in the election that Biden won after the Super Bowl that the 49ers first lost against the Chiefs back in 2020. Now we're here 4 years later, the 49ers lose again, and the 49th vice president gets selected to be in this presidential election cycle in 2024, going against Trump. And what happened when Trump went against a female for the first time? He won against Hillary Clinton. And here he is again winning against a female for the second time. And she's symbolic of the 49ers. the representative of San Francisco, the San Francisco Bay Area in California. And Ripple Labs has its headquarters in San Francisco, California. It's getting juicy, right? And another really important element to bring into this is the Chinese zodiac, because Kamala Harris was born in 1964. And as you can see right here, 1964 was the year of the dragon. Just like here in 2024, we're in the year of the dragon. What's interesting about Kamala Harris is she wasn't only born in a dragon year, she was born in the year of the wood dragon. Well, 2024 is also the year of the wood dragon, and that's the only reason she even had a shot at this whole scam. Now, let's look at the last dragon year that we had, which would be from January 23rd, 2012 through February 9th, 2013. Well, consider it's just the year of 2012. And what year was OpenCoin founded? It was in 2012. OpenCoin was the corporation that was later rebranded to Ripple Labs, which then became what we call Ripple today. And that was in 2012, the year of the dragon. So the origins of Ripple are set in the dragon year. Again, we're in a dragon year now. Again, Kamala Harris was born in the year of the dragon. And XRP started trading under the ticker in 2013. If we go back to this chart, I could show you right here. Pretty much the genesis of XRP trading on the market. It's back in 2013. And why this is important is because that was the last year of the snake. And that's the year we're moving into, 2025, the year of the snake. And when we go back to the XRP chart, you'll see the first time I labeled phase 1. And the peak that happened, it was at the end of 2013, during the year of the snake. And you can see that was a very bullish time for XRP. So in plain English, it should make sense to us now why XRP was primed for this explosive breakout into the end of the year of the dragon, moving into the year of the snake. And if I didn't already sound very bullish on XRP in my last couple videos, well, this gnosis you're getting right now should seal the deal. XRP's bull run is just getting started. But in the meantime, we are in the 49th week of the year, as I mentioned a moment ago. And this code is something we cannot disregard. And I've proven it enough times here for this to be undeniable. What actually runs these markets is Gematria, Numerology, and Astrology, not news, not presidents, politicians, or anyone that you see on a camera screen. So we had XRP top out on Monday, which is very important because it was December 2nd, the start of the 49th week of the year. As you can see right here, that was our highest daily close so far, the start of the 49th week. And if we look at the daily close price across most exchanges, it was $2.70. And why that's so powerful is 270 becomes 27, removing the 0 using the rules of numerology. Now we have the code 27, just like Ripple gives us 27 in the most powerful cipher, the Chaldean cipher. And as I showed you earlier, Ripple is based in San Francisco, California, tied to the code of the San Francisco 49ers, the gold miners. Think about this, guys. And this move up that we just had on XRP was perfectly into the 49th week of this year, topping out on Monday. The timing is perfect and the price of the daily close is scary. Just wild how this code works. So based off of all of my decodes, I expected this to be the month that it's noticeable that we're in a confirmed alt season. And this is a quote that I shared at least 5 to 6 months ago. I said to anticipate this market to be very bullish leading into the December new moon. And the reason why had to do with the month of October and that having a very powerful solar eclipse. So that's a lot to cover in today's video, but I've effectively been preparing everyone here on this channel to get ready for this market to go up in a straight line following 2 key points. One was the solar eclipse of October 2nd, and 2 was the end of Saturn retrograde, which ended on November 15th. And what we saw, well, the rest is history, recent history. And it's beautiful that this all played out this way. Now that we've made it up to this 49th week of the year, we're starting to see a little bit of stalling out for XRP. I see Bitcoin moments ago almost made it back to 100K effectively, getting a little pressure. We could see some of this rotation happening right now. It's great. Everything is balancing out. And this correction we're seeing right now on XRP is nothing. This is just another day in the matrix. So with this momentum that we have right now, all it could take, in my opinion, is for Bitcoin to break 100K. And then I believe we'll be seeing another phase of FOMO for this crypto market. So I just want to show you really quickly here. If I was to pull a fib, turn off these moon phases, and just give you guys a quick answer to a very common question I've been receiving, which is what's my next upside target? After XRP can break into price discovery with a daily candle close above $3. And it's $6.40. And I have a range on my radar from 640 to 860. So really quickly, going back to Gematria, we have Ripple giving us 76 and 86, giving us targets of $7.60 and $8.60 on the higher end. And then we also have XRP giving us 58, the mirror of 58 being 85, so that's $8.50, giving me a couple confirmations of the initial surge into price discovery can be in the mid $8 level on the upper end of things. And when we pull a fib from the swing high, going back to April 2021 to the swing low of June 2022, with the fib level based on log scale, as you can see when I click settings and I turn this on, we'll get to the 1618, the golden ratio at $6.48. So this is a technical target between 650 and 850 if you want to be simple. That would be the range for the next phase, and I would call that the initial surge into price discovery. And I have targets much higher than this, but that's the focus for now. Remember, one step at a time, and I want you to stay focused. I said this in the last couple videos I've released, and some people weren't taking it seriously. And we watched XRP go from 72 cents to $1.40 to literally almost $3. Along the way, I've been calm, I've been composed, I've been trying to give you guys the sauce. This is the secret to how the market works, and it cannot be something that was taken lightly. So we're done with all of the boredom. We're moving into excitement. And when the market gets exciting, that's when there's a lot of money to be made. And that's also where there's the most mistakes. I've said that in a recent video as well. So stay focused, guys. And please know, this is not a take profit target for me. This 640 to 860 range, for me, that's not a take profit target. This is not financial advice, but what I would consider these levels is as de-risking levels. And my definition for what de-risking is removing my initial investment, not selling my whole bag. This is something that I teach thoroughly in my exit strategy blueprint, which is included with my crypto mastermind over at watersabove.com. Or you could go to watersabove.com/store. And you'll see that this exit strategy blueprint is included in this course here for free. And it is incredibly valuable for the information that it's giving you about how to take profits, how to de-risk, how to set up your exit strategy so that you are prepared for this next phase in the bull run. And with this potential move up for XRP into the $7 territory, then we'd likely be very overbought on the RSI. I believe when I checked in on the weekly RSI for XRP, we were already at 91. So we'll likely see a lot of volume come into this asset with some sell pressure, especially since it'll be the first new all-time high for this asset in 7 years. So be kind of interesting, right? If we hit $7 after 7 years of not being able to hit a new all-time high. Just think of the synchronicity, guys. And then I'd at least expect a back test. After getting to this range, I would expect a back test of the prior all-time highs, the ones that were set in early 2017, somewhere around $3, which is higher than where we're trading at today. So again, anyone who wants a pullback right now, you have to move on from that. We're in a crypto bull run, and alt season is confirmed. No more pullback talk. This is something I talked a lot about on the past podcast that I did with Bearable Bull. Shout out to him. He just shared a brand new podcast over on his channel that I did with him yesterday, so check that out. But the one that we went and did a live stream on, we talked a lot about this whole stop wanting a pullback, guys. It's been 6 years of being down and sideways. So again, anyone who wants that right now, you have to move on. Alt season is confirmed. No more pullback talk. We've been dealing with pullbacks for 3 years in altcoins and 6 years for XRP. Wanting a pullback now is just not how this works. The rocket ship is about to break through the firmament, and if you feel like you missed the train on XRP, just pause and take a deep breath. I want you to know there's plenty of opportunities in this market right now. And that's exactly why I cover this during my past What I'm Investing in podcast. Very, very powerful. It was 3 hours long. I covered everything that you need to know for this next move that we're moving into, but I put a lot of emphasis on the people that feel like they missed the train. And I told them what are the projects that I think are likely to be the next big move. So trust me, you're still early, but you have to be calm right now. So I covered that exactly in this past weekend during my What I'm Investing in podcast. So if you want to know my portfolio breakdown and all of the altcoins that I'm personally invested in, and you'd like to also receive live updates whenever I buy or sell my investments, those are perks that are included with our Mastermind community over at patreon.com/watersabove. Literally the best community in the space. It's been amazing to watch how calm and composed we've all been during this past month over in our community, watching our portfolios go up day by day. And it's just amazing to be surrounded with like-minded, conscious individuals who are seeking to thrive together in this matrix. And I'm truly grateful to be a part of your journey and make this our most profitable bull run together. That's my goal. So that new What I'm Investing in Red Pill podcast is available now. You can find the link in the description of this video and in the pinned comment below. Now, it's important that we wrap up today's video looking at what's going on with Bitcoin, since I gave you the next upside target in XRP. And actually, just really quickly, if we are to have a pullback, for those people that are begging for one, you'd want to look for this $2 range, because it does seem to me to be a place where we don't have many daily closes above $2. I talked about this in a prior video as well. We only have about 10 daily closes for XRP here in this $2 range, and by today, pretty much we would have 50% of those new daily closes above $2. So we've been making more new daily closes above this level pretty much since back in 2017. So there's no resistance that we're working with besides maybe a couple of whales on leverage exchanges putting a sell wall in temporarily. And I don't really think the XRP community that has been through this as long is really aware of what's going on right now. So we're getting FOMO followed by maybe a couple days of some de-risking, and then I think it's going to continue over and over and over again until we completely gas out. So I feel there's not much resistance ahead. We should be on to new all-time highs very soon, likely before the end of this year. And any pullbacks, it's that $2 level that I think really matters most. Why? Because it's the top of phase 3. And this is something I mentioned in my last XRP video. We could temporarily see some volatility here, but once we break above it, back testing that level could be in the cards. And the reason why is because we did it in the last time we had this breakout, and it feels like very much we're kind of in that zone. So if we are to get a pullback, just look for that high $180 to $2 territory, but much more than that is a big ask. We're moving up. So I just want to finish off today's video bringing up the fact that we have Bitcoin seasonality chart playing out very nicely in the month of November for our monthly close. We had about a 37 to 38% gain across most exchanges with a 40% expected move. And then we have the month of December with a 12% expected move. So if we were to just go to our monthly chart and look at things very, very basic, rudimentary level, we have from our open up about 12%. That's putting us somewhere into closing off the year at 108K. So I do very much feel we are bound to break 100K soon. And an opinion that I have is that once we break 100K, we're likely going to see a lot of FOMO enter this market, because that's an amazing feat for Bitcoin to accomplish. Now, also in the final phase of a bull run, December is typically a very, very powerful month. So I would suspect we actually go higher than 108,000. I'd be looking to potentially get maybe to like 115-ish, depending on how this all goes. But then we can still get a pullback and close off the month right around 109, 108. We'll have to see. But it would make more sense to close off the new year above 100K than it would to be correcting below 90, for instance. So it's more likely to go up than to be lower. That's just basics at this point. We have Bitcoin seasonality playing out very nicely. We have momentum on our side. We have a lot of bullish narratives across the board. Everything from Yellen resigning to Gary Gensler resigning to a new SEC chair that is very crypto friendly. We have a crypto friendly administration moving in very soon, just about a month away. So this is all primed in regards to the exoteric infrastructure. The ground beneath our feet is pointing towards more bullish than bearish right now. We have a strong structure. And another thing to say about Bitcoin is we had about 8 months of backtesting the prior cycle's double top. That's an incredibly bullish structure. And the fact that we had a 37% candle to close off last month, moving into this end of the year, that's incredibly bullish. So I think we'll be seeing higher targets, and we could be very well moments away from 100K. By the time you watch this video, Bitcoin could have already broken 100K. So I'm going to leave this one there. I really am grateful for all of your support. It's been a beautiful month for the Wolfpack. I can't even begin to share with you how thankful I am for every single one of you. So it's happening, guys. We're here. So I'll be catching you all very, very soon. I have a new Red Pill podcast coming out this Sunday. I'll likely do a live stream this Saturday. And anyone that joins our mastermind community over at patreon.com/watersabove, I'm grateful for your support. It's going to be a wild ride this December. So I'm looking forward to us enjoying it all together. Appreciate every single one of you. Much love.